Hello, everybody, and welcome to Carthage High School. Your score 26-21 here in the first half. Hopefully, you guys find your way to us. We were live streaming on Facebook because, hey, sometimes you got to improvise, and that's what we did. Stacy, dribble drive, no good. Going to go back the other way with 3:20 to go here in the first half of play. Three ball by Ray, good. 26-24, and again, they are back to within two with 3:10 to go here in this first half of play. Cats lead by 2. Langer with it over to Norris. Now to Atkinson. Little give inside to Langer. He's going to try to put it up and does for 2. 28-24. Just 4 points for Langer in this first half, but the Cats lead by 4. 2:50 to go here, first half of play. Max with it for Carthage. Dribbles into the corner, gets cut off by Norris. Get it out front for the freshman Ray. Justin Ray with it, going to dribble drive, floater, good. And it's 28-26, and it's going to go back the other way. Norris brings it across the timeline with 2.5 to go in the first half. Cats lead 28-26. Top of the key, Billy Bocher with it over on the wing left side. Inside they go. Going to get the foul call on Fjert. That's Fort. So Fort with the foul. So hopefully we're live and streaming and people are finding their way to us. Chaotic first half to say the least, but the good news is I had Gary busy with stats and he will get us caught up at halftime. With 2:23 to go in the first half, the Cats lead by a pair, and that one no good from Bocher in the corner. It's going to go back the other way, and Silas going to dribble coast to coast and good. Goes to the free throw line. One thing I've noticed here in this first half, Gary, something the Cats are not doing very good, keeping Carthage off the boards on when they're on defense. I mean, Carthage is getting 3 and 4 looks at every shot, it seems like.
They're getting position every time, and so, I mean, that makes it tough because you're right, they continue to get rebounds and get second and third shots.
So at the line, Templeman knocks it down, and Carthage regains the lead. That's their first lead since way back at 9-8 in the first quarter. Cats have led by as many as 7 in that time frame. 2:05 to go here, first half. 29-28, Cats trail by 1 now. Norris with it on the wing, and they're going to call him for a travel, and it's going to go back to Carthage. Pugh going to check in for Fort. So 29-28 to score, 1:55 to go here in this first half of play. Have it on the wing. Top of the key now, Max Templeman. He's going to dribble drive and put it in for 2. And it's a 3-point lead for Carthage, 31-28. Cats have kind of gone flat here in this second quarter. And, you know, it all boils down to giving up second, third chances, not playing defense, and not really running too much on the offensive side. And you got to credit Carthage with a little bit of that frustration as they've shut down the Wildcats in this second quarter. Kennedy Atkinson, though, says not so fast. Dribble drives it, 31-30 the score with 1:15 to go in the first half. Max Templeman kicks it in the corner for Pugh. He fires it a little bit long, but again, another tip out right over Bocher, and it goes to Carthage. Cats were able to rebound or get it that second time by Norris. Norris dribbles, tries to get it inside to Langer. He loses the handle, kicks it in the corner. Now on the left side, he's going to dribble drive. Tries to go right corner, and a little bit too far on that throw. And here comes Silas Templeman back the other way with it. He backs it up now. Pugh with it. Kick it in the corner. Max Templeman wide open for 3. They're going to knock that down every single time. There was nobody within 15 feet of him. 34-30, Carthage now with a 4-point lead and 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Kick it over on the wing. Tiemann back to Norris, now to Langer. Langer dribbles in the corner, loses the handle, gets it back. Now back up front for Tiemann. Cats looking for probably one last shot here in the first half. Trailing 34-30 on the road on a Saturday afternoon. Usually reserved for college basketball. Bocher going to fire a three. Two, misses that one too hard. We go to the half. Cats down 34-30. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in a few minutes.
There are a ton of choices for home appliances, but only one you need to know. That's Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville. Today, it's more important than ever to support small business. Troby's prides themselves on American-made appliances, competitive prices, and unmatched service, from installation to service calls if any issue may arrive. Troby's is your hometown appliance center.
Next time you're in the market for a home appliance, think Troby's first on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
You have many choices when you buy a used car. What do you want? A good deal? A quality vehicle? Outstanding service? At Holland's Auto Sales, you don't have to sacrifice for one of the others. You get all three. The best part is Steve will be there for you because Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's used car dealer for 36 years. So the next time you're in the market for a used car,
go where the Grammars go, Holland Auto Sales, and ask for Steve.
Sure, you could drive to the city and save a few dollars on tires, but why? Young's Tire and Wheel Center in Harrisonville is family owned and operated, and their clients are like family. That, coupled with free flat tire repair on new tires for the life of the tire, means you'd be crazy to drive all over the place to save $1. Trust Young's. That's who Fortis trusts to get them safely to all Wildcat games, home or away. Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
Competition between teammates makes for a stronger and better team. Lacey Domnick of Shelter Insurance and Cameron Chenoweth of American Family Insurance were both Wildcats on the field. Now they are competitors off the field. They know that you have many choices for insurance, so they're teaming up to offer free auto, home, and life insurance quotes. Call Lacey at 816-380-2700 or Cam at 816-380-3996 and get started on your new insurance quote today.
Sherwood Community Bank is the hometown bank with all the big bank perks. Internet banking, auto, home, boat, and farm loans. You can get it all at one of their 4 convenient locations in Urick, Creighton, Garden City, or Harrisonville. Checking or savings account all you need? Don't worry. Sherwood Community Bank has you covered there as well. Stop going to the banks where you're just an account number. Go to Sherwood Community Bank, where you're part of the family.
And tell them Braxton sent ya.
Community is important to Excalibur Contracting. Being a Harrisonville business for 14 years, they understand what it takes to be successful and make Harrisonville successful. If you need help with a remodel, grounds, athletic field maintenance, mowing, or landscape, Excalibur Contracting is who to call. Mike and Natalie Johnson with Excalibur are proud to back the Blue both on and off the field.
Stop going online and paying top dollar to make a t-shirt. Call Cindy at C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing. She will walk you through the whole process and have you or your organization looking the best. It's no mistake that Fortis Broadcasting is always the best dressed crew around. We trust Cindy with all of our apparel on game day. Put a personal C Squared touch on your next order. Whether it's just 1 or 100, C Squared Embroidery and Screen Printing can get it done. Check them out on Facebook or go see them on the Clinton Square.
When you plan a party, the last thing you want to do is worry about cooking and cleaning up that mess. Call the experts at Time for Seasoning Catering. Stephanie will help you plan and execute a brilliant menu for your celebration. Take the worry out of your event and let Stephanie wow your guests with a great menu that they'll be talking about for weeks. Whether a small get-together of friends or a big wedding, Stephanie will take care of you. Visit them online at timeforseasoning.com. That's THYME for seasoning.com to get her booked today.
Welcome back to Carthage, Missouri. It's your Harrisonville Wildcats versus Carthage Tigers. The Cats trail 34-30 at the half. Here's Gary with the stats.
Well, thank you, Braxton. Great way to come back to the halftime show. And yes, I am going to catch you up on stats for for Harrisonville. Leading the way for Harrisonville's Brooks Langer with 7. Kobe Norris and Connor Blix each have 6. Kennedy Atkinson has 4. Kyle Minching has 5. And Billy Bocher has 2 to round out the 30 points scored by Harrisonville at the half. For Carthage, leading the way is Justin Ray with 13, Silas Templeton with 12, Max Templeton with 5, and Joel Pugh with 4. And it's obvious to see why the freshman Justin Ray is starting. He has got 3 trays and 2 twos. One of them was a long two. Only missed 1 shot for 13 points. So it's obviously why he's on the court and plays a good defense as well. And then the Templeton's brothers, they're doing not so bad themselves. So nobody's really in foul trouble. And while I got the mic, you know, last week you were talking about one of the referees was a guy that you went to school with. Well, one of the referees down here is a guy that I didn't go to school with, but actually is married to a classmate of mine, and he was on the Jasper State Championship back in had been the 79-80 year, I believe it was, so I do have a few friends, not many, but Tommy was quite the athlete, and I'm not sure what Jerry's saying 7. Oh, I've got 7 friends. Well, I don't know if any of these are my friends. He may be like talking about you all, so maybe somebody else. But anyway, no, it's great to be back to Carthage. Beautiful school, beautiful gymnasium. Their Ox Gym I was showing you before you came up. Their Ox Gym is almost like our regular gym, except it doesn't have stands on both sides. But anyway, here at Carthage is prevailing at half, 34-30, but we were up by 7 at one point in time. Looked things good. We just kind of a little bit cold, but obviously shows what we can do. We just don't need a third quarter.
No, we do not need a Webb City third quarter. Here's what I looked at. Okay, so there was 3 lead changes, 2 ties in that first half of play. Cats led by as many as Gary said by 17 to a 10 mark at one point, and led by 6 even in the second quarter. Really, it comes down to 2 things. Not really running a lot on their offensive side, Gary. And the other thing that was really a struggle was allowing second, third, and fourth chances on the other side for Carthage. I mean, Carthage was on the offensive end. They would miss, and they would get 2 or 3 rebounds. And that's very uncharacteristic of us. Now, that being said, a little bit of that might have to do with the fact that Monty Schroeder's not here today. Him and Kennedy usually put the backboard on lockdown when those 2 are down there. But they got to be more aggressive in the second half and limit to 1 opportunity. I think they can get back and win this game.
Yeah, the interesting thing was, you know, when I saw them go out into the court and get ready for tip, I'm thinking, this is going to be a rebounding day for Atkinson and for Bocher and even for Minching. And they've out-rebounded us. I mean, yeah, they're getting in position, and that's the big thing. They're making themselves in a good position where they can get the rebound and then either getting it or tipping it out. And so we've got to do a better job at that. And we need to, you know, spread the ball around a little bit and take that shot that is much more of a positive shot like they had. They had some shots that weren't within 10 or 15 feet of them. So anyway, looking forward to a good second half, third and fourth quarters, and hopefully Harrisonville can come back with some shots, rebounding, and head for a win.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I want to thank everybody. Hopefully everybody found their way over to our feed as –
Just hold on a second. Let me push a button. Now go ahead.
I have no idea, but Jerry just thought it'd be a fun time to – go ahead and mute me. Okay, so I want to thank everybody for finding us on YouTube. We had a trouble in the first half, so I kind of went a little commando and did something, changed it up, and we went improvised, and we did the first half on Facebook Live as much as we could. So we got a minute and a half. We're going to take another quick timeout, and we will be back with more right after this.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get coverage that meets your needs. Farmers Insurance agent Bradley Sainer can help you understand your options so you can be prepared for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling Farmers agent Bradley Sainer at 816-974-8105 to find out how he can help you protect the things that matters most to you. That's Bradley Sainer at 816-974-8105.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Welcome back. Here's Chad Kramer.
Always love when he can come on and have fun and help us. Brought Gary back like a seasoned pro there, Gary, a while ago.
Absolutely.
So Braxton and I came down today after a basketball game in Belton this morning. Didn't quite get the W, but my son played really well. I was proud of him, proud of the way he took care of himself, and he decided he was going to come down and hang out with Dad and the boys today. So that's what we are doing here. And we've got second half basketball set to come your way. 34-30. Carthage with the lead. I just hope it's not raining on the way home because I didn't like driving 2 hours in the rain. So 34-30, the score in the game. Cats were outscored by 9 in that second quarter. As Gary said, we don't need a bad third quarter. We'd be in trouble. They're outscored 19-10 in that second quarter. Get it into Bocher, look back door. Now they can kick it over for Norris. Top of the key, Langer. Langer going to dribble drive. Glass and good. Brooks Langer makes it 34-32. And back the other way we go with it. 7:40 to go here in the third. 34-32 the score. Dribble underneath by Ray. Kicks in the corner for Pugh. He's cut off. Going to dribble inside. Ball on the ground and kicked out of bounds by Cabance, and it goes back to the Cats with 7:28 to go here in the third quarter. 34-32 the score. So 7:15 to go here in the third. Three thought about in the corner by Blix. Now he goes inside to Bocher. Bocher delivers, and it's 4 straight points for the Cats. 34-34, and we're tied in this one. Back the other way it goes. Pugh's going to spin in the paint. Little fade away, no good. Rebound by Langer, and it goes back the other way. So 6:55 to go here in the third. Norris with it on the wing left side. Looking to go into the corner now for Blixt on the left side. Now into the blocks for Langer. Langer wanted to get that shot off, couldn't quite get turned around, and now a good pass inside from Blixt to Atkinson for 2. 36-34 the score. We go back the other way. 6:25 here in the third. To the ground, they're going to call a blocking foul on Blixt. 6:24 to go. So Max Templeman is going to pass it in here. So Templeman with it. Trying to pass it in for Carthage. He's going to get in the corner. Pugh, he thought about it. Now hands off for Silas Templeman. Silas with it on the wing. Has it. Now hands off for Max. Max has got it between the circles. Trying to set up. Now goes to Silas. Silas with it. Hands off on the wing for Pugh. Over to Max. Max has got it. Now goes baseline for Silas. Silas backs down Atkinson. Now stops in the lane. Going to have to get rid of it. Hands off. Now it'll be Cabance with it. Out for Ray. Ray's jumper, no good. Rebound inside by Templeman, who throws it away. Out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Cats.
It's only Ray's second miss of the game.
So 5:50 to go here in the third quarter. I wish I could sell his energy, Gary. Like, if you could package up kids' energy and sell it, you would have $1 million, probably $1 billion idea.
Yeah, I would already be a millionaire.
Atkinson with it way out front between the circles. Going to fake the handoff. Now get it off for Blix. Blix fires and connects. And it's 39-34. Cats on a 9-0 run to start this second half. Lead by 5. Pugh with it. So that's Cabance. Gets it off for Max. And a strip by Blix. And the Cats get the ball back. Norris going to push it across timeline. 5:15 to go here in this third. Norris got it in one. Little Euro step. I thought they were going to call him for the travel on that jump stop. Instead, he puts it in and goes to the line. 41-34, 7-point game. I wish I had a camera on Jerry Forschler right there. He looked at me and had this big whoa look. And I had the same one. Cats lead by 8, 42-34. They are on a 12-0 run to start the third quarter. And Carthage going to call a timeout and talk it over. 5:07 to go third. Cats up 8. We'll be right back.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get coverage that meets your needs. Farmers Insurance agent Bradley Sainer can help you understand your options so you can be prepared for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling Farmers Agent Bradley Sainer at 816-974-8105 to find out how he can help you protect the things that matters most to you. That's Bradley Sainer at 816-974-8105.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
All right, welcome back. 5:07 to go third quarter. Cats lead by 8. Out of the timeout, Carthage with the basketball. Can get it off for Ray. Ray's got it on the wing. He's going to dribble, drive, and connect. 42-36. Anytime Carthage has needed points, they've turned to the freshman, Justin Ray, and he has delivered. It's a 6-point game now with 4:44 to go here in the third. Blix with it, now off to Bocher. Bocher now to Norris. Norris has got it on the wing, top of the key now for Langer. Langer gets a pick from Atkinson, kick in the corner, 3-ball, good, Connor Blix. And it's 45-36. Cats up by 9. I believe that's 3 triples by Blix in the ball game. 4, so I'm even missing one of them. He's become a real weapon for the Cats from the outside. Max Templeman's going to back his way in. Now kick off for Silas. And Silas has it now to Pugh. Pugh's got it on the wing, top of the key for Ray. Back to Pugh. And Pugh cannot connect. Atkinson with the rebound, and again, a one and done for Carthage. Cats with the ball in a 9-point lead. Little dribble drive and offensive foul as Norris and Pugh connected. Every time I say Pugh, I just want to go pew, pew, pew. It's like a little gun. I like that. Can you imagine if I was a Carthage announcer? I would have all kinds of fun with that. It'd be a good 3-ball call for Pugh. A little give and go, no good. You know, if you have a guy on your name with the name of Pugh, you could, every time he goes, there's a 3, and it's pew, pew, pew. Every time he makes it, that's what you could say. Hey, I'm just throwing out ideas for folks. 45-36, 3:40 to go here, third quarter. Cats up by 9 in the basketball. Langer with it out front, goes top of the key with his dribble. Gets a pick from Atkinson. Now goes top of the key for Blix. Blix with it. Now over to Atkinson again. Atkinson dribbles over to the wing to the baseline. Up and under he goes. Glass and good. Kennedy Atkinson, 47-36. Kennedy with a bucket, and the Cats lead by double figures. Their largest lead of the night. It is 11. 3:12 to go. Dribble in, no good. Billy Bocher with the misdirection, I guess you could say. 3 from the corner for Langer. No. Rebound to Pugh, and he's going to bring it back the other way with 3 minutes to go in the third. Cats lead by 11. Missed an opportunity there, I think, to get it to 12, 13, maybe 14. 2:50 to go. Get it off on the wing for Pugh. No. Rebound Atkinson. But the Cats have done a better job on the boards in this third quarter, limiting Carthage to one-time opportunities. Norris kicks it in the corner for Blix. Down to the corner, back to Norris. Norris has got it between the circles, gets off for Atkinson. Atkinson looking inside, now goes to Bocher. Into the corner they go for Norris on the right side. Norris gets the ball stripped away from him, picks it back up, goes inside, try to get it to Bocher. Nothing doing, and Silas Templeman going to go the other way, loses the handle. Good misdirection right there. They're going to call a foul on Connor Blix. But a good job by Connor to just change the direction of Silas Templeman there. 2:09 to go here, third quarter, 47-36. Cats lead by 11. We're talking about in the first half a little bit odd Saturday afternoon basketball, usually reserved for your colleges, but with it being almost a 2-hour trip down here, about an hour and 40 minutes, they thought, well, let's go ahead and do it on a Saturday. They did this last year. Carthage came up to Harrisonville. This time we traveled down here, and the three schools, Carthage, Harrisonville, and Webb City, tearing up I-49 here this week as Webb City was up in Harrisonville on Tuesday. Back it back up, 2 minutes to go, third quarter, 47-36 the score. Dribble drive by Max Templeman is good, 47-38. Back the other way we go with it, into the corner for Tiemann. He's going to skip it over to Atkinson. Atkinson's got it top of the key. He thought about a three. He'll step back and cannot connect. Just missed on that one. And with 1:35 to go here in the third, chance to make this 6 if they can knock down a triple. Instead, they're going to dribble drive, and no, Atkinson with the rebound, and it goes back the other way. So 1:25 to go here in the third quarter. Cats up by 9 in the basketball. Norris over to Tiemann. Tiemann's going to dribble drive, put it up and in. James Tiemann with a great move. Make it 49-38. Tiemann with a strong move for the Cats there with 1:08 to go in the third. Puts them back up by double figures again. Max Templeman, he puts it up and glass and good. 49-40. Back to a 9-point game again with 55 seconds to go here in the third. If you're Carthage, you're going to try to get a stop here and a 3. You could go to the fourth just down by 6 on your home floor. If you're the Cats, you want to waste as much time as possible here, get a good shot, make this double figures going to the fourth. And Tiemann, glass no good, and it's going to go back the other way, 35 seconds to go. Max Templeman, and they're going to call a reach-in foul on Connor Blixt. That'll be the fourth team foul, I believe, on the Cats. And that'll be the third on Connor. Brings in Langer and Hall. I was surprised Connor doesn't come out there. You don't want him to pick up a quick foul. Not really sure what was going on there. 31 seconds to go. I don't know if Coach didn't like the lineup he had in there, what he was doing. He switched it up a little bit. 31 seconds to go in the third. Get it off on the wing, a little dribble drive. Underneath they go. Glass no good. Cat's going to get the last shot of this third quarter, up by 9. Not the empty possession Carthage wanted there. Like I said, you could wind that down and get a 2 or a 3. You go to the fourth down by 7 or 6. Langer going to dribble drive. Jumper in the paint is good. 51-40. And now Ray going to bring it up. Try for one last shot here. He's going to fire. Good. 51-43. Sometimes those come back to bite you. We'll see you on that one. We'll be back after this.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get coverage that meets your needs. Farmers Insurance agent Bradley Sainer can help you understand your options so you can be prepared for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling Farmers Agent Bradley Sainer at 816-974-8105 to find out how he can help you protect the things that matters most to you. That's Bradley Sainer at 816-974-8105.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
It's hard to find someone reliable to work on your small engines. Not anymore. Nathan and the crew at Land & Sand are your stop from lawnmowers, personal watercraft, all the way to Can-Ams and razors. From tune-ups to race builds, they will make sure your toy is ready to play with the big boys. Call them at 816-738-4600 14:55 and set up an appointment today. All right, 8 minutes on the clock. We got 8 minutes to go fourth quarter as we start it. See if the Cats can hold on to this lead here in the fourth. 51-43, and right away whistles come out. It's a 16 foul, so that means Carthage going to be in the 1-and-1 from here on out. That was a fifth team foul. Sorry, I thought it was the sixth. So fifth team foul. So Carthage has one more to give. Only one on Carthage here in this second half. Max Templeman with it. Gonna dribble all the way in, drop off for Silas, kick out Pugh. He fires and connects for three. 51-46. Telling you, I'm gonna go back to that three at the end of the third at some point. No good, but to the line goes Norris for a pair.
That's three on Ray.
And if you're the Cats, you want to attack that. He has been their offense. How many points does he have in the ball game?
18.
18 for the game for the freshman. Norris, free throw, good. Kind of gets the Cats off the schneid there, so to speak. 52-46. One more to go here. I want to wish good luck to former assistant coach Frankie Jackson. He plays for first place with his Butler Bears tonight in the Archie tournament at 6 p.m. against Metro Academy. Knocks them both down. It's 53-46. And it goes back the other way, 7:20 to go. And happy birthday to Coach Jackson as well, as it is his birthday. Ball on the floor, picked up by Pugh. Drop it off for Ray. Kick it out on the wing. Jumper good. That was Kinder. It's 53-48. And it's a 5-point game with 7 minutes to go here, fourth quarter. And now Norris gets it poked from behind. Got to take care of the basketball. It goes back the other way. And it's a 3-point game, 53-50. I told you at the end of the third quarter, those long threes like that can spark a team. And sure enough, it does. Now we have a 3-point game. Cats have led by as many as 11 in this one, and now they find themselves only up by 3 here to start this second half. It is a 7-2 run to start the second half. If you go all the way back into the third quarter, and it is a 10-2 run. So 6:52 to go here in the fourth quarter. 53-50, the Cats lead by 3. They're going to have the basketball, but once the double-figure lead in the second half has dwindled all the way back to a 3-point contest. Atkinson going to go deep to Blixt. He's going to pick it up, slow it down, kick it top of the key for Bocher. Bocher goes back between the circles. Way outside is Norris with it. And Norris almost gets it stripped, but picked up by Atkinson. Now over to Norris. Norris backs it up with 6:32 to go here in the fourth. Going to dribble drive, kick off for Langer. Elbow jumper, no. Rebound to Carthage, and Carthage a chance to make this a 1-point game or tie it up. And Templeman puts it all up and in. It's a 1-point game, 53-52. Difference at the end of the third quarter to the fourth quarter as the first part of the third quarter. They're not playing any defense in the middle. They're just allowing Carthage to dribble drive. The same thing that happened in that first half of play when the Cats got a dry spell. They were allowing the other team, they were allowing Carthage to dribble drive. So 6:05 to go here, fourth quarter. 53-52 is our score. Get it into Bocher. Back out front for Blixt. Blixt looking, now gets it to Bocher. Kicks it to Atkinson. Atkinson will fire a three. No. Long rebound goes to Atkinson, but it's stripped away from him by Pugh. And Pugh's going to dribble drive. Now kick it out front for Kinder. Now between the circles for Max Templeman. Now they get it off for Ray. Carthage a chance to regain the lead. And Ray going to dribble drive. Now kick off for Kinder. 3 ball. Good. 55-53. We got a lead change, and Carthage regains the lead. They relinquished way back at the beginning of the third quarter. And get it back door for Langer, and Langer goes up strong. He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line, chance to tie it back up. 5:16 to go here in the fourth. 55-53 the score. First one is up and bottom of the net. It goes for Brooks Langer. 55-54. Usually I try to keep score and points along with Gary. With the way the first half went, I wasn't able to do that. So second free throw drops home, and we're tied at 55. I'm not sure, but I don't think Langer's in double figures yet, is he?
Yeah, he's got 11, 13.
13 for Langer. And now Max Templeman, he's cut off. Cats going to double team him in the corner. And now there's a ball thrown up for Ray. Back to the corner for Templeman. He's going to dribble into the paint. Finger roll is good. 57-55. Going to go back the other way. Again, I don't know. Max Templeman has just had his way in the third and fourth quarters here, just dribble driving, doing nothing fancy. And the Cats trail by 2.
Yeah, he scored 10 in this half.
So 10 points in the second half. It's been Templeman leading the comeback. And Max just a sophomore. Jumper good. 57-57. We're tied again with 4:20 to go here, fourth quarter. Templeman's got it between the circles, going to hand off for Kinder. Kinder's got it now, gets off on the wing, back to Max. Max goes baseline for Kinder. And an offensive foul. Kennedy Atkinson able to step in front of it, draw the charge, and it's going to go back the other way.
Yeah, when you lower the shoulder, you're usually going to get the foul.
So 4:07 to go here, fourth quarter, 57-57, tied in this one. It's been a back and forth battle. It seems like both teams throw haymakers at each other, and then the others answer back. Right now, we got a back and forth battle as it's tied at 57 all. Atkinson has it, looks back door, still looking, now to get it off for Norris. Little spin move in the paint by Norris, no good. Rebound and a foul on Norris. That'll be the 16th foul. Both teams close to free throws here. That was the 6th on the Cat. That's a 3rd on Kobe. So Kobe with 3, Blixt with 3 for the Cats. Got to watch that, see if they try to attack the perimeter a little bit.
Pugh and Ray for the Tigers have 3 as well.
So Templeman again, this time Brooks Langer said, "You're not doing it this time." Blocks it out of bounds. Kinder going to check out as Silas Templeman checks in. It'll be Carthage ball underneath their own basket. 3:38 to go, fourth quarter. 57-57 the score. Still trying to get it in. Going to throw it in. The ball bounces around. Picked up by Ray. He gets it blocked away. He'll go to the free throw line as they're going to call that foul on Atkinson. So Ray for 2 here as he was fouled on the shot. Like pretty good D on Kennedy, but might have got a little body with it, so they're going to call him for the foul. Free throw is rattled home. It's 58-57 Carthage.
I really thought they had it tied up. I mean, before he even took away for the shot.
Second free throw coming up. No good. And the Cats have the ball, chance to regain the lead here with 1 out of 2 from the line for the freshman. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Cats down by 1, 3:28 to go.
Atkinson Funeral Home and Cremation Services has been serving families in the area since 1929. The Atkinsons take great pride in being members of the community. They will soon graduate a 4th-generation Wildcat. With this kind of commitment to Harrisonville, you know Atkinson Funeral Home will be there for you. And as always, they are proud supporters of the Harrisonville Wildcats.
All right, let's reset things for you. 3:28 to go here, fourth quarter. 58-57. Carthage leads by 1. Both teams getting close to the bonus. Carthage will be in the bonus. They will have 1 and 1. The next couple of fouls. The Cats Carthage has 5 team fouls, so 2 more to go before the Cats shoot free throws. No real trouble on the floor. The possession arrow does favor the Wildcats, and the Cats have 2 timeouts left. Carthage with 3. So Cats going to have the ball at mid-floor on the far side. They will pass it in. .328 to go, fourth quarter. And the Cats down by 1. Norris to bring it across the timeline. Get it off for Blix into the corner for Tiemann. He thought about it. He's going to drive. Now hand off to Atkinson. No good. Atkinson gets the rebound and is fouled. That'll be the 6th foul on Carthage. And a good rebound there by Atkinson. That's what the Kennedy we're used to seeing on those offensive boards there. We're going to get it in. Everybody clear out. They're going to have to get it into Blix. And it's off of Max Templeman, and it'll go back to the Cats again with 3:15 to go. So reset the 5-second clock, so to speak there, because that was getting close. Now Norris to pass it in for the Cats. Get it into Langer. Langer gets cut off immediately. I'm going to put up a jumper. Good. Brooks Langer. That's a tough shot, and he knocked it down. 59-58. Cats take the lead with 3 minutes to go here in the fourth. Get it off to Pugh. Back between the circles with it. Now they get it off for Silas. Back to Pugh. Pugh top of the key for Ray. Ray going to dribble, drive to the elbow. Skip it over to the other side for Cabance. He didn't want that shot. Goes back top of the key for Pugh. Pugh going to dribble, drive. Good. And 1. Call that on Atkinson. 60-59 with 2:37 to go. And Pugh goes to the line for an and 1. So we talked about it. Both teams kind of trade haymakers with some runs they had in this ball game. And now here we are. Both teams trading back and forth on baskets. Free throw, good. Rattles it home, and it's 61-59. Carthage with the lead. 2:35 to go, fourth quarter. Norris goes free throw line for Atkinson. Atkinson going to drive it in for Langer. Langer glassing good, and we're tied at 61 all. Brooks Langer having a tremendous fourth quarter. And it's tied at 61 with 2:10 to go here in the fourth. Kick it out for Cabance. Over to Silas. Top of the key for Max. Max going to dribble drive. Ball knocked around. Right back to Max. And another foul called on Kennedy Atkinson. And I'll tell you what, that's 2 or 3 times they've gotten that ball in the lane and it's bounced around like a pinball and gone right to Carthage, and they've been able to put it up for a bucket. Free throw is good. 62-61 the score. 1 more to go for Max Templeman. Second one good. 63-61. 2 minutes to go here, fourth quarter. Cats down by a pair. Morris across the timeline. He's going to dribble, drive, puts it up. No, put back good by Atkinson. 63 all with 1:45 to go, fourth. Max Templeman with it. Bring it across. Max Templeman with it. Going to kick it in the corner. James Ray, 3. No. Rebound on the backside by the Cats with 1:29 to go. And back court, across the timeline. Norris with it. 1:20 to go here, fourth quarter. 63-63. We are tied up in this one. Free throw line. Spin move. Good. 65-63. Langer with another bucket. Not real sure what happened to Kobe there. Hope he didn't break that wrist. He's holding that wrist awful. So 65-63, 1:02 to go. Clock will run here, and we got 1 minute to go in regulation. 65-63, Cats with a 2-point lead. Pugh gets it inside to Cabance. He's going to back it back out. Rail fire. No, rattles in, rattles out. Atkinson there for the board with 48 seconds to go. Cats with a 2-point lead in the ball. Across the timeline, timeout going to be called by the Cats with 42.7. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back.
No matter the time of day, we could all use a Route 44 from Sonic. Good news, if you order in the Sonic app, you get happy hour all day. That means drinks are half price anytime on the Sonic app. Don't worry, it's still traditional happy hour from 2 to 4 every day at the Sonic of Harrisonville. So if you need to refuel with a drink, or maybe you need a snack, come see the gang at Sonic and fuel up.
All right, welcome back. 42.7 to go here in the fourth. Cats lead 65-63 with the basketball. Next foul will be 1-on-1 for the Cats. If you're Carthage, it's like how far do you go, how long do you go before you might foul. Trying to get a steal, here's what they're going to want to do. If you're the Cats, you're probably going to look at Brooks Langer. Gary, what's Brooks got here in the fourth?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
10 points in the fourth for Brooks Langer. He's been the go-to guy. I'd say he's probably at 20-plus now. And he had a quiet 11 or 13, and then he's really just kind of gone off.
He's got 21 for the game.
But this last 4 minutes of this ball game have been a back and forth battle. Four ties, 2 lead changes here in the last 3 minutes. Get it in the backcourt for Langer. 40 seconds to go. They're going to try to double team him. He's going to try to get rid of the ball, and a foul going to be called. And now Langer going to go to the line for a 1-and-1. So 35.6 to go. These could be too big. These are 2 big free throws. That front end is so huge right here. Cats have struggled on the front end of 1-and-1s in close games. So Langer goes through his routine at the line. 65-63 Cats. Front end of the 1-and-1. Good. Brooks Langer make it 66-63. With 1 more to go for Brooks.
It's a good sign. It must have been just a stinger or something where it was numb for a while.
Yeah, get hit on the elbow or something, then you can't feel the end of your hand or something like that. Big free throw coming up for the Cats. 66-63. Langer rattles at home, 67-63. And back the other way they go with it. Cross the timeline. Max with it. He's going to dribble, drive, and he is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. They're going to call that on Billy Bocher. But I like that call. I like that foul, though, because you don't give him an easy bucket. He's got to earn it at the line. So Max.
He's 2 or 4 for 4 from the line tonight.
Make it 5 or 5 at 67-64 with 28.3 seconds to go. 1 more to go for Max Templeman. And he misses that one, so it's a 3-point game in the ball for the Cats. And now a foul going to be called. And Norris going to go to the line for a front end of 1-and-1 again. Talk about it, those front ends on these 1-and-1s so big late in the game. Kobe's like, I'm ready. He's down there ready for the basketball, trying to get everybody set with 23.3 to go. You make this first one, you make it here, you force Carthage into a different look offensively. And good job by the Cats, 68-64, 23.3 to go here in the fourth quarter. 68-64, 23.3 to go, fourth quarter. Second one no good. Bocher with the offensive putback. It is good, and it's 70-64 with 20 seconds to go, 15. And they're going to have to push Max with it. Templeman gets it stripped away. Ball on the turf. Picked up, and still a fight for it. Ray can't hang on with it. He's going to step out, fire a 3. Good. 70-67 with 3.3. Not quite over yet, folks. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well.
A community always needs a group to help promote the small businesses in its town. Harrisonville Chamber of Commerce does this for Harrisonville. Chamber Golf Tournament, Log Cabin Festival, and monthly meetings. The Chamber events are plentiful and a great way for your business to be seen. Go to harrisonvillechamber.com or watch the weekly Chamber chat for more Chamber happenings.
All right, welcome back. It was tied at 63 all. Gary Davidson, the Cats went on a 7-0 run to stretch it out to 70 to 63. They got a free throw a while ago. Now they get a three to tie, or not to tie it, to make it with a three-point game. And there's 3.3 seconds to go in this one. If you're Carthage, you've got to get a quick steal. But at the same time, you almost have to foul because you want that steal, but if you miss the steal, you're going to miss the foul as well, probably.
Yeah, and I'm not a basketball coach, but 3 seconds left, I almost throw it deep because then they've got 3 seconds once it's touched to get it back across and through a shot, and they've got to get a three-point shot.
I will play devil's advocate for you, though. Those long passes, if nobody touches it, then it goes back to Carthage under their own basket. And there's 1.1 to go, and that's probably the best-case scenario if you're the Cats. As Langer going to go to the line with 1.1, put everybody back.
Close to a technical.
Yeah. That's not what you want. Now, yeah, in that situation, however, though, he still would have got his 1-and-1 free throw, so it would have been a weird situation. So Langer at the line with 1.1 second to go. Free throw is good. That'll pretty much seal it. 71-67 with one more free throw for Langer. Second one good as well. 72-67. And they're just going to throw it in. Throw a three up. No good. Cats, come on the road and get one. 72-67, your final score for the Wildcats. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back. Hopefully we can get Coach Langer up here. We'll be back after this.
Something that good teams always possess is the fact they got each other's back. Schroeder Chiropractor in Harrisonville has your back. With 2 chiropractors, 3 therapists, and an amazing office staff, you will feel right at home. And they have a warm, family-friendly waiting area. They will take care of your aches and pains and have you feeling like new. Schroeder Chiropractic has the community's back as well, being actively involved in the bright futures and Harrisonville youth sports. Whether it's aches and pains or getting involved in the community, Schroeder Chiropractic has your back.
When you're searching for insurance, it's good to be able to call an agent in your town that can protect you. So if you're looking for auto, life, renters, boat, ATV, or any other weekend toy to be covered, call CPSK Insurance, an auto owner's affiliate. Call and talk to one of the local agents, Summer, Randy, Amanda, or Chandra, located right off I-49 and 291 in Harrisonville at the Millwalk Mall. They can give you a quote and get you covered quickly and easily. If your business needs covered, they can help you out there as well. Call them today at 816-380-3800 or visit them online at cpskinsurance.com. Let the local agents go to work for you.
One of Harrisonville's oldest and its most reliable realtors, American Heritage Realtors. With almost 40 years of experience, they will take all the stress out of buying and selling a home. Add in being the #1 seller of properties on Zillow, and American Heritage should be the only call you make when you're ready to buy or sell your home. Experience, reliability, and results. That's American Heritage Realtors next to Sonic on South Commercial Street.
Inside the train testing facility, our heating and cooling products go through endless torture tests. We drop them, slam them against a wall, shake them, and then expect them to run without an extra decibel in our anechoic sound chamber. We test so it runs.
Pond Heating and Cooling is your local train dealer. They've been serving Harrisonville and the surrounding communities for over 50 years. If you need service, repair, or replacement of your heat pump, furnace, air conditioner, or indoor air quality equipment, give Hahn a call at 816-380-5659, just like the Wildcats.
It's hard to stop a train.
All right, welcome back to Carthage, Missouri. We're on the campus of Carthage High School, Tiger Fieldhouse, and the Wildcats are able to get a victory tonight over, or I should say this afternoon, on a Saturday afternoon, over the Carthage Tigers. 72-67 was our final score, and I'll tell you what, it was a game of runs the first 3 quarters. Late fourth quarter, it was really a back-and-forth battle as both teams kind of punched back and forth. The Cats had a 7-0 or 7-1 run, I should say, to get it out to 70-64, 70-64 was the score. A late three made it interesting by Carthage. But I'll ask Coach about this. I'm one of those people, those buzzer beaters at the end of quarters can really change the complexion of a game, and I really felt like that gave some momentum to Carthage. And I'll ask Coach, as we bring Coach Langer in on this one, you know, Coach, that three at the buzzer at the end of the third quarter, I marked that down because a lot of times those can change momentums, and it seemed to do that for Carthage starting the fourth quarter as well.
Yeah, no question. It was something that we weren't excited about, but, I mean, what do you do? I mean, we didn't foul him. We're all yelling, don't foul, and the kid makes a nice shot, and they get a little break. But it's really nice to see us close out a game. You know, we've had troubles in late game situations, and to play against a Class 6 school and you know, on the road, you know, was really nice. And, you know, I felt like during the game that I was thinking early that, man, Kobe Norris is carrying us. And then there were other times I thought, man, Connor Blix is just coming up huge, you know, and he's our guy. And then it was Kennedy Atkinson is just doing it all. And then it was Brooks Langer is, you know, a bucket right now here at late. And Billy Bocher can go get a rebound and stick it. I mean, we just got contributions from so many guys. JT came in and made a couple of nice drives there. And you know, we tried to sub a little more liberally than we have because this court, I don't know if you can tell from up here, but it's big. I mean, it's I think a full 105-foot court. It's, you know, probably 15 feet longer than our court. And, you know, it's just it's a lot of territory to run and get from one end to the other. I felt like we needed to get some pigeons or something to fly down and tell our guys what inbounds play we were running on the other end. But
I think it is a regulation court, and I always can tell.
It's a regulation college or NBA court.
Yeah,
it's
and
not
you
a regulation high school court.
Yeah, you can tell because of the volleyball lines. Usually that volleyball line's about 4 feet above the top of the key, and it's almost to center floor. So that kind of shows you how much difference there is.
Well, there's even a little more room in the width. You know, like from the three-point line to the sideline, there's just a little more. I asked their AD, he said it was like a 105-foot court. 94 is regulation for high school, but 84 is appropriate to play on. But it is a big court, and so we, you know, all of our guys, Corbin and Kyle came in and had some big buckets for us off the bench. You know, Matt Stacy helped spell Kobe. I don't know for sure how bad Kobe's hurt. He kind of acted like I was a little nervous about when a guy's left arm is hurting and we're putting him in to shoot free throws, left-handed, you know, but I think he just kind of had if there is such a thing, a dead arm. He got hit kind of in that muscle on his forearm, and you always hear of dead legs, but I feel like he lost a little feeling there. But this is one of our better wins of the year, and, you know, so we hope to build on it. And we got a long week of just practice, so, you know, it'll be a lot nicer to have 4 practices next week on a win.
Well, I noticed, you know, looking at the scoring at the bottom by quarter, you scored 20 points or more every quarter except the second. The second was your quarter today. It was the other day. It was the third quarter, but you weren't quite as bad. I mean, you were able to play a lot of defense, but to score 62 points in 3 different quarters, I think really showed a lot. I mean, everybody you were talking about, everybody was bringing something. I mean, obviously Blix finally got to feeling good, and he had 4 trays. I mean, and only missed 1 shot. So, I mean, when you get him to start shooting and get the confidence there, he's going to be a big benefit to you all.
Oh, there's no question. And, you know, I feel like that's probably on me that and honestly, I feel like I was searching for things to run as hot as he was to see if we could get him a 3. And we don't have that many just specific plays in our arsenal to get him a look from 3 only. But he's always there and always, you know, spreading the floor. I thought our guys made good decisions. You know, I love the play where Brooks drove it late, or not late, but mid-third quarter, and Connor's man helped off. And instead of forcing up a shot, as he'll sometimes do in that situation, he came to a jump stop, kicked it out to the open shooter, and hit a shot. And it was a big one, you know. And you know, so when we're at our best, we're sharing the ball, we're making the right read, we're not trying to get it for ourselves and things like that. And so, you know, we had very few of those tonight where guys maybe tried to do too much, you know, in certain situations. But I couldn't be happier with our, you know, we went through a little spell in the fourth quarter where we were losing all the 50-50 balls, the loose balls, you know. We had one where I thought Brooks could have gotten it down here that was on the floor, and he didn't get it. Kennedy gave him a nice lecture in the timeout about how to do that better, which we all thought was very appropriate. Then Kennedy got out there, and there was one on the floor, and we thought he should have had it. And somehow, but it's hard to complain because Kennedy gets about 75% of his 50-50 balls. Then we had another one where JT was real close, and the little freshman ripped it out and laid it in, and we were like, good night. We're going to lose this just on toughness, basically. But
well, you guys traded runs throughout that game. Like, you guys go on a 7-8-0 run. They'd go right back with a 10-2 run, back and forth. Then you hit that middle of the fourth quarter, and from about the 4-minute mark to the end of the game, there were 4 ties and 2 lead changes alone. Shows you how tough and tight it got in there. As a coach, though, you talked about having practice all week. How big is that for you guys to, kind of refresh? You've had quite a few games the last couple of weeks, and it to be a huge road conference game.
Oh, I think it's really important for us right now. I felt like we're kind of scuffling a little bit as a team coming in this week. We lost the one on Tuesday, and, you can tell. It's that time of year when we talked at squad selection with people, everybody's willing to accept a role that may not even involve any playing time or very little, and yet at this time of year, everybody's kind of coming out, getting a little parting shot at me on the way off the floor, and I'm kind of barking back and getting a little bit of that we haven't had since I've been at Harrisonville, and so some of that's been going on. You can kind of sense that we're struggling just a little bit as a team, and we're fractured just a little bit there, and so for us to come in on the road and get one where a lot of guys got to contribute and kind of perk spirits back up and kind of get us ready for the conference season now. The rest of the way is mostly conference, and I think that's really critical.
I want to know if I can videotape or broadcast the coaches' seating meeting for your district because it's going to be fun. And I say that jokingly because I was talking to Coach Jackson down at Butler. I was talking to him on the way down here. We were talking back and forth, and I go, I really don't know how the seedings are going to shake out for this district because you guys beat Mount Vernon, who and handily, and Mount Vernon beat Nevada, but then Nevada turned around last week and had beaten Webb City by 1 point, but yet they Webb City thumped them earlier in the season, so it might be interesting.
Webb City beat us. I think that was the key thing for us is we needed to beat Webb City. That was an important game for us. If we beat them, I think we could start arguing that, hey, we should be the 1 seed, because we beat Webb City head-to-head. Webb City has also beaten Nevada, like you said, and but I think it's going to be tough. We really need to win out pretty much and hope that maybe some of those teams fold up a little bit and, get a shot at that. But it's going to be a really tough district. I felt like since I saw it that if we'd have stayed in Class 4, we might be in the Final Four. In Class 5, we could still make a run, but we're going to have to win games like this every time out. We're not going to get any 25-point wins or anything, so we'll have to play very well.
Well, we're looking forward to it next week. We got the game on Friday. We'll be there, and hopefully, as you said, it'll be good on Saturday. Get you up here. Maybe you can talk a little basketball with us at the Hoops for Hope. That'll be fun, and you can give us a lot of insight on that, so that'll be a fun time, too.
It'll be fun with the little snappers.
That's right.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks
Appreciate
a lot.
You covering it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Coach.
That is head coach Jeff Langer of the Harrisonville Wildcats, and they're victorious on the road. 72-67 is the final score. That's going to do it for us. We're going to get packed up so we can head back north. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for sticking through it with all of the technical difficulties. We'll see you next Friday night in Warrensburg.